In this video we're going to look at how to add and subtract surds, and it's not as easy as it looks. So for example, if you had root 10 add root, let's say 3, okay, that does not equal root 13, okay. In fact, you can't actually add these two surds at all. You kind of technically have to leave it like that, okay. Right, what I want you to think about first of all, just a little bit of algebra before we do it, okay. If you had something like 3x and you add 7x, okay, the answer would be what? Well, it'd be 10x, wouldn't it? Okay, and if you had something like 3x squared, take away 7x squared, then that would equal negative 4x squared, okay? So the idea is that, you add together the same things, okay? Like you can only add, so for example, you can only add an x with an x or take away an x with an x, but you couldn't do, for example, 3x squared. You couldn't do something, for example, 3x squared, take away 7x. You can't really do much with that in terms of adding and taking away, okay? You can factorize things and all that, but really, I mean, that's it, really, okay? You couldn't really do much more in terms of that. It doesn't certainly equal minus 4x squared or cubed or something like that. It doesn't equal anything like that, okay? So the principle is kind of similar with surds, okay? You can only add surds together which are the same surd. So what I mean by that is if I had root 5, okay, and I add root 5, well, that's equivalent to 2 lots of root 5. So it's just like this. If I had x add x, that's equal to 2x. Okay. Well, it's the same concept. If I've got one of these, I'm adding another one of these, so I've got 2 of them. Okay, so that's the principle behind it. Okay, you can only add together surds which are the same. So if I had 3 root 13s and I took away, let's say 9 root 13s, then I'd have negative 6 root 13s. Okay, so that's the principle behind it. Okay, because it's just really equivalent to 3 root x, sorry, well, 3x take away 9x would equal minus 6x, okay? However, you couldn't do something like this. If I had 3 root, let's say 5, add 9 root 7, okay? Can't do anything with that. Okay, it's not really, there's not much you can do with that at all. You can factor something out if you want, like 3, and then you can have root 5, add 3 root 7, but really there's not much more you can do with that. Okay, that's it. Kind of have to leave it, but you have to be careful. Okay, let's actually kind of do a question here. Okay, these two surds at the moment you can't add them. Okay, because they're not the same surd on the inside. Okay, but the trouble is this: they may simplify to the same type of surd. So okay, well let's look at it. Okay, so root 180. Okay, now okay, actually let's do this one first. Okay, so right, 605. What's that going to be? That's going to be 5 times. Actually, I haven't actually done that on this side. So let's do it here. 5 times 121. Okay, so that is equal to 11 root 5. Okay. So if you've practiced simplifying surds, you'd recognize how to do that. And 121 is a square number that goes into it, and it goes into it 5 times, and the square root of 121 is 11, so that can come on the outside. Okay. Now I suspect then that if I want to add these two surds, this one's going to have a root 5 in it as well. Okay. So let's kind of take 180 and divide it by 5. Okay. 5 doesn't go into 1. But 5 goes into 18 3 times, okay, and the remainder is 3, and then 5 goes into 36 times. So this surd is equal to 5 times 36 square rooted, and that's equal to 6 root 5. So I think what's going on here is that surd there is 6 root 5 simplified, and this one, what was it again? It was 11 root 5 simplified. Okay, so these two surds simplify to these two surds here. And now if you look at it, they both have a root 5 in them. Okay, so this is 6 of root 5 adding 11 root 5, so the answer is 17 root 5. Okay, so let's check that. Okay, there you go, we got it right. Okay, so the idea is you can only add together the same surds. So you need to simplify them if you can till you get the same surd. Let's do another one. Alright, okay, this one's quite easy, I think. So this one here, 12. Okay, what square number goes into it? 4 times 3. So this one's 2 root 3. Okay, what goes into this one? Okay, well that's 25 times 3. Okay, remember, always write the square number first. Okay, 25 is square rooted is 5, so this is 5 root 3. And we're doing, so, okay, so let's write that over here. 2 root 3, take away 5 root 3. Okay, right, so they're both the same surd. And 2 take away 5 is minus 3 root 3. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, there we go, got the answer. Right, so keep going, keep practicing this until you're kind of getting it right each time. But just remember, you've got to know your simplifying surd skill really well. So you need to be able to take a surd and break it up into 2, write the square number first, and then the actual kind of thing that's left over. And then remember, square root that bit to get the whole number on the outside, and then kind of then do that for both and add and take them away. Okay, so you need to do that before you look at the next stage. So practice and then move on.